Hello again, it's Noob, and today we get to look at the Duplex set. This is a set by Law Lock Tools, and for full disclosure, Law Lock Tools did send me this set for the purposes of this review and to keep, but it's not a paid review and all thoughts are my own as always. So what is this set? Well, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a set of lockpicks in Law Lock Tools' well finished high yield steel. And these are in 0.6 millimeters, which is around 23 thousandths of an inch in thickness. So they're a really nice thickness for picking those tight keyways. You can see here that the shanks are very thin as well. Very much designed for those high security locks, those European style locks, but can be used therefore in any of the wider keyway locks like the ones more commonly found in North America. So this pick, for example, is a offset hybrid and a gem style hook. And then you have three more double-ended hook lock picks, the Tiffany scimitar and teardrop hooks, a small hook and medium hook pick, and a Tiffany lockout buster and bijou hook. So just between these four picks alone, you've got 8 different, let's just say, hook profiles in loads of different hook depths. So that's pretty awesome. And if you like your rakes, then we've got 6 rake profiles here. And again, in no particular order, we have a triple peak and twin peak rake. We have a quad cycloid and quad sinusoidal rake, and a quint cycloid and a quint sinusoidal rake as well. So you can see from both of these ends here, you've got so many different rakes to choose from. And finally, a knife bypass tool slash probe, I guess, and a broken key extractor. We have a pair of Z-bar tension tools here. So these are designed for both top of the keyway and bottom of the keyway. We have one which is a nice standard thick tip, and then one which is a tapered tip there to fit more keyways. So that's pretty versatile. And of course, all of this fits inside one of Law Lock Tools' CTR lockpick pouches, which are very well made in this nice, I guess, nylon style material. And it's got a lot of that is it hook and eye fastener? We're not allowed to say the V word because they don't like it when you do. And actually in here there's loads of room for expansion should you want to throw in more turners or any of your favourite picks as well. Before we continue, let's look at the general finishing of these picks, looking in the deepest crevices. And I have to say, these are nicely finished, not overly tumbled, not overly polished, which isn't my preference, and no rough edges all along, as you can see. So that's pretty nice. The center part of these picks forms this short pick handle, and that's where you'd obviously hold on to pick your locks, whether you like picking hook up or hook down. And the other lock pick, whatever it is on the other side, sort of acts as the end of your handle to rest in the crook of your hand or on top of your finger like this. So unlike normal finger picks, which might be quite short like this, and then you have to rely on just holding at the end of the very short handle, this extra pick at the other side really does help in stabilizing the whole picking process. So with 8 tools, there's 16 different tips. So I'm not going to choose every profile to do a demonstration with. That would be a little crazy. So what I'm going to do is just choose some of my favorite ones and go from there. So to start out, I've got a 6-pin Euro cylinder here and this quint rake. I'm just going to try and see if I can rake that into a bit of a falset. Oh, yeah, that's a nice falset. And then, what should we choose? I've got this gem hook. Yeah, that should be nice, shouldn't it? So let's go in here. Pin 1 feels like it's giving counter rotation. So let's lift that up. Make sure we get that set. Oh, and we opened it straight away. So my tools of choice are going to be this turner for top of the keyway and this nice deep hook. So let's go in there like this. Go in and have a bit of a feel through. Pin 6 here, little click, 5, little click, nothing on 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go all the way to the back then. See what we get. So pin 6 again, yep, nothing on 5. Just 4 little click, 2 little clicks. Pin 3 here, binding. A couple of clicks out of that. Pin 2 here, binding. 2 little clicks out of that. Anything on 1, one click. Okay, so lots of little micro clicks out of this. So 6 feels fine, 5 feels fine, 4 feels good, 3 feels good, 2, just touch that. We've got a bit of core movement. So we're just seeing who else is giving us something to play with. And at the moment I can't feel who that is, but we will get the answer. That's 2 again. There we go, we got the open. I don't pick enough with this offset hybrid, so I'm going to give that a go next. And I've got a little 5-pin ABUS, a really nice one actually, so we'll definitely give that a go. And I'm going to use this tapered ended turning tool. Tapered ended turning tool, yeah, like that. And it's got a very small keyway and it's quite deep, so that offset hybrid could be quite good at just sort of giving it a little rake to begin with, and then feeling my way through the lock to see what's binding, like pin 4 here, pin 3 just here, like that, pin 2 just here, like this. Don't think it's anything on 1. Back through pin 4 into a false set. Just check 5 at the back, feels good, I think. Yeah. Pin 4 feels good. Pin 3's giving me a bit of counter rotation, and we have the open. There we go. Now I want to try one of these sort of small amplitude rakes. I don't know which side, but either way, one of them on this nice Yale block lock. Very small keyway, but it will take that bottom of the keyway turner. And then we're just going to go in like this and just gently, very lightly rake the lock and just see if we can't get it. I want to try and actually rake it fully, but I'll accept a full set if I can't. So I've got a full set. Okay, I'll accept that. So it's going to be a hybrid pick. So let's use this nice little hook here and try to determine what isn't fully picked. I do like hybrid picking actually, any excuse to give it a go. Pin 1 there, pin 3 here, and we're open. There we go. Let's try and zip a lock using this dual peak rake. Very light tension, pop it in, and if it doesn't work first time, there we go, got it. And finally, let's do a bypass on this cheap little lock here, putting the bypass knife all the way to the back and just pulling that pawl back with it. So there you go. I really hope you enjoyed those demonstrations. I love doing some lock picking, so any excuse for me. And I think it's time to do some conclusions. Normally things I like, things I would change, general observations. So this is the Duplex set, and as the name says, the big advantage to this is you're going to get a load of profiles. So, you know, you're going to have 16 different lockpick ends for a much better price than you would if you were going to buy individual picks with a full-size handle. Although, like I said and demonstrated, the pick end that you're not using acts as a sort of rest or extension of the mini handle anyway. So yeah, these are going to be a bit cheaper. So how much does this set cost with the case and the picks and the turners? Well, at the time of recording, and prices and exchange rates of course will change over time, and it doesn't include postage and local taxes and all those kind of things, including UK tax, this comes in at £48 or around 63 US dollars. Of course, you'd have to check what that would come to with postage and all the rest of it. But yeah, I think that is a very, very reasonable price for a set which gives you so many pick options. What I like about these, I like the thickness. I think 23 thousandths of an inch is a really nice thickness. It's strong because it's high yield steel, so it's really nice and strong, but thin enough and flexible enough to get through those nice, tight, small keyways, ones with lots of warding as well. I really like the fact that there are loads and loads of hook profiles. You can never really have enough hook profiles, can you? And this gives a really nice dynamic range of short, medium and deep hooks. All very useful. The rakes are great. I like the fact you've got some of the quad and quint rakes in here, as well as a classic double and triple peat rakes. All really good stuff. The general finishing and tumbling on these picks is really nice. As you can see, you know, there's no burrs or sharp edges anywhere along these. even in the troughs of these rakes. So that's really nice as well. The turners are very versatile for just 2 turners with 4 turning ends. You've got your top of the keyway turners there, the bottom of the keyway turners there, one of which is tapered, which again gives a little bit of variety and flexibility. And the case is really nice. So it's basic, but it's well stitched, it's well put together, holds everything in, it's all lined, it's great. So good price, good tools, good thickness, a good all-round set. So is there anything I don't like about this set or I would change? Well, I mean, not really. Everything that's in here works as it's intended. If I was fussy, I'd say that I probably wouldn't use this tool very much. It's probably a tool which locksmiths would prefer rather than locksporters, but I rarely use a broken key extractor, although they are useful on occasion. And again, I rarely use a bypass knife, although I probably would use this as a probe for picking the sliders on slider dimple locks or the pins in a tubular lock. So it's still a useful tool, but I think that to most lock pickers we'd be looking at these picks here, these 7 tools, rather than this one. The other thing is, I guess, it's a preference thing. You might not like these short handles. You might want a beefier handle. You might want one that's thicker. Now, one thing I do know about Law Lock Tools picks is a lot of people really like making handles for them. Law Lock Tools often leave spaces and holes in their pick handles to allow for such sort of modifications, so that's good. And this is no different. You could easily design something, 3D print something to put an extra bit of thickness on here, maybe even just a bit of shrink tubing if you find that more comfortable. These picks are really nice for picking the odd lock, but like all just plain metal, not laminated even metal handle picks, they can become a little bit uncomfortable on a really long picking session. But that's really me being fussy. You know, you're buying this set because it gives you the profiles that you want at a sort of cheaper entry point if you're interested in these tools. But I think Law Lock Tools done a great job here. Yes, maybe you could throw in a couple of extra turning tools because you never have enough turning tools, but the ones that are here are actually pretty versatile considering you only have 4 turning ends. But yeah, I think that Law Lock Tools did a good job with this one. What do you think to this set? Do you like the idea of having dual-ended picks, a smaller carry, a bit lighter, cheaper as well for the same number of pick profiles? I'd really like to know your thoughts in the comments below. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more content like this, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell, like the video, all of that kind of stuff helps me out tremendously and I really appreciate it. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.